Well, I put off streaming for too long. I've been trying to get the sound quality to be better, so let's see if that worked. I was able to, with the last stream, get to where the background noise wasn't so loud, but it resulted in it sounding like I was talking into a can. Which, matter of fact, right now I may need to even lean forward a little bit to improve the sound quality even further. I don't know, I have no way of hearing myself currently. Ooh, I should probably turn the radio off and pull up stream on my laptop so I can get the chat and check my audio if necessary. It's gonna be just a minute. I guess in the meantime I should probably go ahead and get loading into Egret Tours real quick. I am going to check my sound quality real quick before I get too far into the stream. Give me just a second. Okay, so it seems like the sound quality might be a little bit better. Well, I say a little bit better. It sounds quite a bit better to me. But it still could use improvement. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to do better with my air conditioner running. And I can't turn the air conditioner off. It is too hot. Okay, I'm going to pause for just a second. And though I hate to do this, I am going to drop a link in Sardiliac's server real quick. See if anybody there might be interested. Okay, I think that is it. Okay, there we go. I can get started now. I may be a little slow on seeing chat messages, but oh, hold on, we're getting attacked. Do I have Overseer's Guardian? No, I have Lesser of Two Evils equipped. I cannot be fighting raiders in here with that. So they will attack this guy, and he will not attack them back. Oh gosh, one of these guys have a... Oh, there he is. I just completely blind to the guy right in front of me. Oh, there's another legendary too. "75% faster movement speed while aiming." That's not very good. It's kind of fun though, actually, seeing yourself move real fast while aiming down sights. Okay, let me see where all these raiders died at real quick. Oh, this guy had quite a bit on him, it feels like. Was that everybody? I think it was. Okay, I need to get Kate to come wait away from the settlement a little bit. Oh, there she is. I was about to say I lost Kate.
Hey,
Yeah?
wait there.
Leaving me behind. It's your funeral.
Alright, let's see here. Let's save real quick now that I've killed the raiders. Wait. Did I... Hold on. I was about to say, I didn't get the other legendary, did I? Harder time detecting while sneaking. That is very bad. Very, very bad. Legendary. At least for my character. I feel like that's pretty good if you're a sniper. My character is not that at all. As much as I hate to save so many times, I'm going to save again now that I've got that. Because if I have to reload, I will 100% forget that I didn't pick that up. And the settler's in an inconvenient place. I guess I'm... See if I can jump up here. Works sometimes. Yeah, there it goes. I'm surprised that worked so, quickly, actually. Alright, what was I doing? I believe... Well, I was about to switch what I was saying mid-sentence, but... If I go too long without building, I completely forget what I was doing. To give you an idea of how fast that is, I haven't built for just like 4 or 5 days and I already forgot. I think the last thing I did was I set this up to look like controls for the lift system. And I think what I was going to do next... Oh wait, don't remember if I did this after or before. I patched up this wall a little bit, which is important what I was going to say. I was going to patch up the holes in the roof if I could, which the way I'm going to do that, I believe, if it works, same as I do with any problem I have in the settlement so far, pretty much, I'm just going to stick a bunch of conduits in the holes. I think I'll be able to get a gradual enough look. And there's not anything that has this kind of slope to it. The barn and the warehouse roofs might, but I'm not allowed to use those under my challenge rules. So we'll see. Oh, and by the way, I might have to leave to get a drink at some point because I did not really prepare for this stream as much as I should have. I was too focused on trying to get the audio right. Completely forgot to get me a glass of water. I'm actually still a little asleep because I was gonna lay down for the night, but decided I better get up and stream whenever I woke up. After, I don't know, maybe a couple hours of sleep. Alright, let's see. This my pillar? Yeah, okay. The fire I'm gonna need, I'm pretty sure I can use the fire to sink the conduits easier. Oh gosh, if I can make my way up here without falling. Okay, there we go. This isn't going to... Let me think of how to say this. This isn't going to completely fix the issue of not having a sinkable surface up here, because once I get to the edge of the hole in the roof, I am no longer able to sink. But it will definitely make it easier to sink into the very beginning of this. I need to see how much room I have to work with here, actually. Also, I don't know if this is true, but I might even be able to get it to let me sink into the, Okay, so that's how much room I have to work with. I might get it to let me sink into the conduits, though I highly, highly doubt that. Also, if anybody stops in here and sees or hears that the volume could be louder or something, let me know. Let's see. Honestly, if conduit pieces didn't snap to each other, which wouldn't really make sense, but if they didn't snap to each other, I could probably just slap them down on the roof, and then from there, just group select them and sink them in like that. Oh man, I really need to patch these holes though. I'm already falling through them. I think it'll be easiest to fix these two big ones right here, so I'm not as likely to fall through the roof. And then just after I've done that, start on that side, work my way across the roof. How many holes is there that need to be filled? I said that wrong. How many holes are there that need to be filled? There's a small one here, big one, so that's 2, that's 3, 4, 5, that's a really big one. 6, 7, 8. Just trying to make sure I'm not missing any. 9. And did I count this one? Whatever, it's 9 or 10. I got a close enough number. Also, I don't know why this cooler... Oh, this is just naturally up here? That would explain why it's tilted. Is that the only reason you're able to get up here? Is there something else that's up here naturally? Because that just seems kind of excessive. Oh man, speaking of excessive, that building over there, I want to patch that up. That is going to take me forever. But I'm going to try. And I fell through again. I'm halfway tempted to go get some power armor or the free fall legs. So that way, if I fall, I don't have to exit workshop mode and heal myself every time. But we'll see if it's that big of an issue. Alright, we're already 12 minutes in and I haven't built a single thing, I don't think. So let's get started. Man, this is not wanting to... like, snapping to the ground real bad. Or the roof. Look at that. That's so strange. I did not expect that to be a problem that I was gonna have. I don't think it's gonna be that big of a problem, but it is definitely gonna be annoying. Wow. These stairs. I just don't do well with them. Okay, this fireplace needs to come further this way for now. Man, everything I start working on this build makes me regret this challenge more. But I think the end result is going to be at least somewhat worth it. And who knows? Maybe it starts being real successful. It's already actually been fairly successful series by my channel standards to just stream this every time I do. I know people that watch this stuff like some tedious stuff, or else, you know, they wouldn't really be doing settlement building, but it's surprising just how much people seem to be interested in this, in the fact that I'm getting, what, like 30 views each time? I know that's not much by most people's standards, but hey man, that's great to me. Is that a hole in the roof? Oh, it is. I don't think that one's big enough to really worry about, and it's kind of covered up by the grass. Let me pop in here and see if I can even see that thing. Oh man, is that what it is? Down here? I actually have no idea where I am compared to this hole. So there's the fireplace. I may want to stick another little conduit there. We'll see. We'll see how solid I get this to look in the end. Oops, I need to lower that down a little bit. You know, hopefully the commentary in this series doesn't start to get too repetitive. It's I mean, it's a rather repetitive process. I don't know how many ways I'm going to be able to talk about, you know, oh, you know, I'm sinking this conduit into place again. Oops, I don't want to lower that so much. If only there was a proper sinkable surface up here. I mean, it's already amazing that there's a sinkable surface up on the roofs at all. So I shouldn't, you know, shouldn't complain too much. But it would be even better if I could just sink things in just in this whole area. Are these smaller ones big enough to cover this gap? I don't think so. Definitely not yet, they're not. I might as well not bother. The big ones don't take any more than the little ones, so... Which is actually kind of surprising. I'm gonna pop down there and see how well this is. Well, that's not how I meant to do that, but I guess that works. See how well this is filling that hole up. Well, it looks pretty solid. If there's a slight gap, I'm fine with that. Because, I mean, I don't think it's really going to be noticeable anyways. I just want it to be to where I can look up and it not look like the entire roof is falling apart. Okay, that's the windows. I was about to say, that looked like a really, really large hole in the roof, but it was just the windows. And I don't need to patch those. At least not entirely. Little gaps like that I might want to patch, but they're not very important, so we'll see in the future. I am really regretting not getting myself a glass of water before this, though. I don't think it matters if these look pretty on top, because I don't think I'm planning on building anything up here. Matter of fact, I left this cooler here in case I did, but I think I'm just gonna scrap that. Because let's be honest, by the time I'm done patching these holes, I'm gonna be awful tired of being up on this roof. Oh, that's getting out the space of the hole. Oops. Also, I need to readjust real quick. I'm starting to lose filling in one of my toes. That's not a good sign. Let me make sure my keyboard won't fall whenever I do this. And I just hit the mic. That should be better, I guess. At least for now. Did I move the fireplace? No, I did not. Hopefully that still gives me sink space. Or workable sinkable space? There we go, I guess that's the word. Of course, I believe that I still have the pillar in a bad spot, yeah. That should have fixed it though. That should have been plenty of room. Gotta make sure this is not in a bad spot again. And I just need to make sure that I, for the most part, center the pillar on the conduit. That way, I should be able to get this lined up right every time. Here, I want to do a little test real quick. If I do this, there's no way I can sink through this, is there? I'm kind of able to sink into a few of them. I'm I may be able to do this actually without any issues. If you hear my dogs barking, I'm sorry. Also, I don't know, man. If anybody watches this later, I want to know, is it better for me to try to think of commentary for every moment like this? Or is it better for me to just be quiet sometimes? Because I know I personally tend to prefer when there's commentary, because I like to listen to streams while I work on things. Even streams that I miss, you know, they're still full of enjoyable content. And they just wouldn't be the same if there wasn't commentary. That's why I love Sardiliac streams. Especially because my memory's so bad that by the time I watch through his streams that I've missed, I can just basically go back to his older content and watch it again. It's like a whole new viewing experience all over. Did I finish my thought there? I don't know. Basically, yeah, I prefer commentary when it's possible. But I really just need to leave the decision up to whoever is watching my streams. This is starting to get into a spot where it's a bit hard to see if I'm getting it lined up properly. Let's one more time. I'm gonna save and I'm gonna check to see how solid this coverage is. Yeah, that just kind of looks like a vent. I'm fine with that. But there are a bit more gaps than I would probably prefer, but there's no way I'm gonna do this again. I'm just gonna leave it how it is. The gap just... the hole in the ceiling just looks bigger from down here for some reason. Like, I seem to remember it being not that far out this way, but it looks like I can see the light through the edge. We'll see. Again, none of that really matters. This is... I mean, honestly, I don't even need to patch the ceiling, the roof, whatever. It was just gonna bother me if I don't. That's so strange. Is it the light messing with the fact that this is sunk through something? I know that happens sometimes. The way the lighting in this game works, if you sink something through another object, it kind of messes with how the game knows how to light stuff. I mean, obviously, that's especially a problem if you try to sink a light through something, because it doesn't know what it's doing anymore. But that may just be what's happening here. I knew that the end of this was going to be the worst part all along, but I really cannot see how good of an angle I've got on this thing. That's a pretty big gap in that one right there. I'm fine with a little wear and tear on the roof, though. I don't think I gave myself enough space on that one. Hold on. Yeah, it's fine. You know what? I think I was starting to get the more awkward view on this thing a bit soon. I have more sinkable space than I thought I did. Ooh, that's a large gap. One or two of those is fine, but I need to make sure I don't get more of them. Oops. Oh no. Well, look at that. I thought I had more space to work with, so I didn't put it as close, and it turned out, well, I did have more space to work with. I did not have as much as I thought. My dogs are barking again. The game's a real time sink sometimes. I know I've kind of brought this on myself. I think I just checked and it was 30 minutes into the stream. And I have patched, well, most of one hole. So having the fire still gives me a tiny bit of sinkable space. And that may be enough to do this whole thing. I think it is, honestly. I'm just gonna save real quick though. If there's anything in this build that I definitely don't want to lose progress on, it's placing the like 100 conduits that's gonna be necessary for this roof. Oh no, why'd I move the fire? Okay, hold on. Let me get the pillar down there. Now let me see if I can place the fire like I want it again. That should be enough, I think. Man, every time I do this, I gotta go back to the conduit, and I don't know why. I don't know what it is that I'm doing that's triggering it to reset the menus. Alright, here's the test. Do I have enough sync distance? Yes, I do. Okay. I'm gonna actually throw one of these right in there to make it a little less of a gap. That may not have been necessary. But I want this thing looking solid. And I think I'm just real quick, just because when I start a stream, I try to be a bit louder, have a bit more energy in it, but it's kind of hard to keep that up. But I need to make sure that I'm keeping at least some degree of it up real quick. I'm gonna take just a second to listen to my own stream. So I can make sure that I'm not being too quiet. I just realized you can kind of hear my breathing, it seems. No. Yeah, okay, so some of my breaths are being picked up. And I only realized that because I stopped talking for a minute so I could listen. I don't know, something... Hold on, I need to stop listening to my own stream real quick. Something about my audio... I don't know, OBS updated one time. The audio decided it didn't want to work right anymore, so I basically just been in a constant struggle of applying filters and seeing how much they affect how much my air conditioner gets picked up and how well I can talk without, you know, it being distorted. And I think I may have said this last stream, but obviously it was wrong then, and hopefully it's wrong now and I can get the audio better, but I think this might be the best I'm going to be able to do. If I didn't say it during last stream, I know I said it before to myself. I wonder if I should, this is kind of jumping to a completely different topic. I wonder if I should, try to advertise my streams elsewhere. I mean, I don't want to seem spammy anywhere. But I do mention them occasionally in Sardiliac's Discord server. But I mean, even though I don't really watch his content too much, Cordless7 or Cordless VII, I don't know actually how you're supposed to say it. He's got quite the community built up. And I wonder if anybody there would be interested in the like ultra tedious vanilla build method. Okay, something ain't working out right here. Maybe if I move this a little closer to the conduit and raise it up as much as I can. I don't know. I was in Cordless's Discord server at one point. I was there at one point for the sake of doing challenges, like build challenges. And the first time I left was because I accidentally left it while I was leaving a bunch of servers I wasn't really active in. Because, yes, I wasn't active in it, but I was planning on doing it. And whenever I left, I just couldn't be bothered to join for a while. But I did end up joining again. And I believe at the time he stopped doing build challenges temporarily, so I left. And I probably shouldn't have. Recently, I joined again. Because I was going to check something. Some other... I don't know, it's... almost sounds like it's unnecessary to point out, but some other builder, I can't remember who it was, they uploaded a build. It was a vanilla build only, but they used, it was for a cordless challenge, which is necessary information. They used Place Anywhere, I believe, or something like it. I don't remember exactly what it was. So they were able to do things that you can't do on console, and you're not really able to do it vanilla. I mean, they said that you can use console commands to do it, but I don't really consider that vanilla anyways, because I mean, under that you can get a lot of stuff with console commands that you can't do vanilla. But I didn't want to like start anything over it, and I was pretty sure that the reason for that was Cordless's challenges. I was fairly certain was gonna have. I was fairly certain his challenge was gonna say something about how you can use Place Anywhere, which is fine because Place Anywhere is such a staple mod for most people. But I wanted it to be made clear. I wanted to ask the person and see if they could like add it into the description or something, which they did. They were understanding of what I said. I just wanted them to let it be clear that it was not a vanilla build, so that anybody that's looking for, again, I hate to even bring this up because it seems unnecessary, but just for anybody that may be interested specifically in vanilla builds for any reason, you know, maybe like something that comes up with me even whenever I do mods is I don't want to get a bunch of building mods because they take up a lot of space, and so I know I tend to prefer vanilla building methods because it takes up less mod order or mod space, and it doesn't affect the load order. I don't have to worry about it because every time I've broken my game modding, it was with settlement mods. And I know there's other people that, or I'm sure there are other people that have experienced things like that. And, you know, if you're looking for ideas on what you can do in vanilla, you can get ideas from modded builds. That's true. You can, like, some of the things they do, you can pull off vanilla, but some of the things it's just not possible. So I like when people, you know, make it clear that, yeah, you know, you can do most of it vanilla, but not quite everything. Okay, so I've got that one hole cleared up. Not cleared up, patched up. Let's move on to doing this one. Or, well, maybe... Where's that little one right here? We'll get this one first, just because it's in the same spot as the other one. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, that's what it was. I've been in Cordless's server multiple times, and the people there can be really great. And I always just end up leaving for basically dumb reasons. But I wonder if I should join in and see if anybody's interested in these streams. Maybe I can get a bit more views out of this. And I'm not really in this for the views entirely, but I would like to, you know, share these builds with others when I can. Okay, I can't actually tell how large this hole is right here. Basically, that was just a really long, drawn-out way of saying I should promote myself there. I know Cordless probably wouldn't appreciate that, and so would, or I imagine the same would be the case for some of the people there, but we'll see. Definitely not just gonna mindlessly promote myself. I am gonna, you know, I'm gonna try to make interesting content. I'm not gonna beg them to watch. I want people to be interested. I want people to, I don't know, maybe not be interested in somebody building something entirely out of fence posts, because it is kind of boring. But you know, other things. Like there's all kinds of challenges that can be done in this game, and I've just not really done any of them because I've not really been doing building for a super long time. I think I've been doing it for 2.5, 3 years now, and a lot of that time I wasn't actually building. I would like, well, I don't want to say I wasn't building because I was using the settlement system, but a lot of it was for testing out potential decorations. Also, I'm completely doing this in the wrong order. I might not be able to patch the entire hole because of that. Anyways, a lot of my time as a settlement builder has gone towards really not anything. Like, that is something I can show off. And a lot of the stuff that I may have just gotten a little bit too loud. OBS said that I got really loud there, but usually OBS is wrong about that. Anyways, a lot of the stuff I did show off, all I could do with it was make like a minute-long video showing, you know, here's several neat decorations if you need ideas. Defend Murkwater? I might actually need to defend Murkwater real quick. I don't... Usually if it says Murkwater or any of the raider settlements, it's gonna be, you know, Minutemen or something, and you don't need to do anything. But my happiness there is really low, and I'm just gonna go stand in the area while they do what they do, so that the happiness there doesn't get lower and make me lose the settlement. Anyways, though, I need to grow my channel. And the only ways I can think to do that would be to see if people in Cordless's community would be interested in what I do. And I post the occasional thing on Reddit. Definitely, though, I do need to, will these guys spawn as legendaries? It's kind of random break in my sentence, but I guess not. Okay. I'm just gonna let them do their thing. So, basically, I need to stream more. And I say that all the time. I'm gonna try to actually do it now. Since I think my audio quality is at an acceptable quality, I guess. Couldn't think of a better word for that. And since it is, I don't really have an excuse not to. Because previously, a part of why I was putting it off was I just couldn't get it to sound good. And I would, like, honestly, I would lose most of my motivation to stream because I was working on that. But now that I've got it mostly fine, I think I'm going to try to stream at least every 3 days, and hopefully every day. If I can stream every day, well, first of all, I'll make progress on my builds much faster. But also, if I stream every day, because I'm making more progress, I'll be able to, because I record my streams, which, I mean, I think I could download them from YouTube anyways. I think there's an option for that, but I record them anyway so that that's not necessary. Hold on, does it say that they're done attacking? Yeah, okay. Let me go to County Crossing real quick as well. If I can figure out which one it is. There we go. If I'm able to make more progress, I'll be able to make videos with the recordings on each individual part of a build for people that don't want to sit through a stream, or people that did sit through the streams, but instead of, you know, having to look back through several hours or even days of time, they just have to watch, basically get essentially a recap video. And the streams will give me views, which YouTube likes. And the videos I can post on Reddit. I can't post my streams on Reddit. It's just not good viewing content for most people. And if I'm doing it frequently, I'm probably going to get in trouble with the subreddit. But if I upload basically progress videos, like, oh, this is how you make... hold on, where is it? Egret Tours. This is how you patch up the building in there with just... This is how you make it look neat without most of your structure tab being available. And upload those to the subreddit. And I don't think they would mind that. I think that that is sufficient levels of, you know, actual content in a reasonable period of time that they'd be fine with it. And it wouldn't be super frequent either. It'd be like, well, I don't know, it depends on what I'm building, but, you know, say every week or two I have a video to show. With the videos, hopefully I can grow my community. If I am able to stream more and make more videos, I think YouTube, not a ton because it's a small community in general, but YouTube may start promoting me to other people that are interested in this kind of content. And if I do kind of nudge things along and join in a few different Fallout building communities with, again, since I'm already in Sardiliax, it'd be Cordless. It's the other big one, because Ranger Dave does Fallout builds, or at least he did. I haven't watched his channel in a while. He might not anymore, which would be a shame. But I know he did, and he might have a community, but he does other things, so I don't want to, you know, I don't want to get too into that. But I'm hoping if I do all these different things...
That's a lovely view of the river. Must have been nice here before the world went to shite.
Oh yeah, that's probably true, Kate. Anyways, hopefully I can grow my channel. And I don't ever need a big channel. But if I can get to where I'm getting a bit of money off of YouTube, even though I'm not in it for that entirely, it would be great. And I am actually... I think I'm only going to place like 1 or 2 more conduits here. And just make them a bit more spaced out. Because I don't care as much about a gap here since it is still covered up by... vines. Does this count as vines? I don't know, whatever. It's got plants all over it. Also, a bit of a apology for anybody that does watch this stream later, because I've just been kind of all over the place with what I talk about. I don't know why I tried to turn that sideways. I should know that's not going to work. Also, do I have this right up against it? Why am I doing that? I need more space. Oops. So, bit of a, for anybody that does watch this, bit of a thing worth mentioning. I am going to try to do other kinds of content besides just building. I'm going to be doing, hopefully, Minecraft videos. And I know not everybody that likes this stuff is going to like Minecraft, but it's mostly going to be the creative side of things anyway, so it's going to be a similar vibe, except I'm going to be worse at it. Which I know is not really selling it all that well, but I mean, hopefully I can get better at that. But it's a very similar kind of content that I'll be making there. And it is something I've wanted to do for a long time. I love Minecraft. I've always been fascinated with games that let you build, which should be obvious by the fact that, I mean, my channel is currently dedicated to this game's building system. But I'm also going to be doing something a bit further from the typical what I've been doing on this channel. I'm going to be playing through Fable 1, Fable 2, and Fable 3 in preparation for Fable 4's release. But I think I'm going to put that off at least a little bit until we know when Fable 4 is getting released, because I don't think it's been revealed yet. Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't really been looking into it too much. But I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to potentially play The Witcher 3. And there's a reason for that. I, first of all, don't have the whole series. I don't know if it's on Game Pass. I don't think it is. But more importantly, the reason I want to play Witcher 3, everybody talks about how good it is. I played it, but I played it without access to the internet to install updates. And because of that, the game was a broken mess, and I couldn't play it. And it made me really bitter towards the game, and I consider it one of the worst games I've ever played. But I know that's being unfair to the game, because I'm sure it's in a better state now. I mean, obviously it has to be. There's a reason people talk good about it. So I wanna see if it's actually as good as people say once it's, you know, actually functioning. And there's another reason for that. I have always had a dream of making my own game. And while the setting will not be the same as The Witcher, there are things in The Witcher that I'm interested in that I would like to potentially apply to my own game. As well as the fact, as much as I talk bad about The Witcher to people that, you know, discuss games around me, when I really shouldn't, as much as I talk bad about The Witcher 3, it's got really interesting world building. Like, it's good at that. It's definitely good at that. The enemy designs are great. I mean, there's so much good about the game aesthetically. Witcher 3 is one of the most beautiful games aesthetically, and also, I mean, it's really good graphically too, don't get me wrong. I just fell through that hole.
Jumping off of that was pretty stupid if you ask me.
Yeah, I know, Kate. Anyways, but I feel like if I'm getting inspiration for my game from anywhere, it's gonna be 100% from The Witcher 3. And maybe, what is the... I can't remember what the name of the game Obsidian is making is called. But maybe from that, we'll have to see. I think that's based off of, what is it, Pillars of Eternity? Alright, let me move this down here so we can get started on this part. But, anyways, I really would need to play through The Witcher 3 soon for, you know, aesthetic inspiration. Because... oh, hold on, I'm gonna need this. Oh gosh, I fell through again. Because I am in the process of learning how to sculpt in Blender, I already have a few things that I've been working on. And I mean, it's going okay. I should have watched tutorials for it. Some things, you know, they need a lot of work. But I'm just trying to get a feel for the program first. But I'm designing enemies and such right now. And, well, you know, it'd help a ton to, you know, get the inspiration side of things down before I get too far into it. Luckily, what I'm working on right now, I mean, I guess, spoilers, there's going to be goblins in my game, and there's going to be ratmen. That's what I've got so far. That's all I've got. And they're not even finished. I just have a few heads sculpted for goblins, and I have almost the entire Ratman sculpted, but beyond sculpting it, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other steps you gotta do to the model. You need to give it a skeleton, you need to rig the thing. And I'm pretty sure you need to make a lower poly version of it so that your computer doesn't die when you're doing stuff like that, and neither do the people who try to, play games with it. They don't have their computer catch on fire. And I don't know how to do that yet. But the Ratman it's fairly far along in sculpting. The only issue with it right now is I accidentally did a thing where I sculpted one leg, but not the other. I was testing out a feature, and I went too far along doing that and realized that it was making it to where I was not sculpting the other leg. And there are so many, what is it even called? Vertices, or whatever. Again, I'm really new to this stuff. I don't understand most of it. There's too much. It's too complex of a model for what my computer can handle for me to copy and paste it. I've tried multiple times. Every time I do it, it crashes. I mean, it's fine. It's understandable. But I don't currently know how to fix that. Which, I mean, hold on. I may be able to. It's probably best not to try to pull this up right now. But in a future stream, if anybody is interested, I can show the Ratman I've been modeling. And if anybody that watches it does 3D modeling and the sculpting and stuff, they're probably going to be completely disgusted by what they see. Because I am a complete beginner. My experience with that kind of thing is I tried to follow a tutorial once and failed. All of what I've done on the Ratman and the goblins is entirely from a vague understanding of anatomy, but not even really great understanding of anatomy. I have to shift my fire real quick. It's not letting me sync. It's still not letting me sync. Is this not, was that the issue? Yeah, okay. Thought I had made sure to lower that down, but I guess not. You know what? It might be easier to just start using the longer ones of these. Maybe not. Let's see here. Is this going to give me the coverage over this whole thing that I need? Oh, please don't fall in. Maybe. It might be fine. Just gonna throw this out there. Man, I really do wish that these didn't snap together. That would make this a lot easier. I really need to... I'm just thinking this because I'm about to go get some water. I really need to hurry up and do and finish, which, like, I've made some progress, obviously, but I'm really slow with my art. But I need to make some progress on the art side of things for my YouTube channel so that I can, you know, say I'm gonna go get some water, I can, you know, throw something up that's like, hey, guys, give me a second, I'm gonna get some water. I mean, I guess I could just do a placeholder thing until I finish all that stuff. But I don't know. I'd rather just wait, I think. Just not have anything. Maybe just leave a message in chat until I get the proper fancy art stuff that I'm gonna be doing. These gaps are starting to get kind of noticeable. I think I'm gonna... It might be a little bit of a waste of resources, but I'm gonna try to patch that up a little bit. Also, I need to make sure I don't say so much. I'll throw that out there. Hopefully. I just get more used to talking. Oh, there, see, like I did it again. Hopefully I get more used to talking to the microphone and talking to myself. But I'm gonna have to break a long history of saying every 5 words so I can remember what I'm saying. Some of these times it looks like it's gonna work because it doesn't pop up. Like, usually whenever you know, misplace your pillar, you don't get it low enough, it'll pop up to where the other object would rightfully be, or it'll just mess with the group select, but not really doing that with some of these, so I will think that I have it in place until I come over here to actually place it. Now I can't sync. Okay, I am going to take just a quick break. I'm gonna mute my mic so you don't hear me knocking the microphone around to stand up, and be right back. Okay, that took a little bit longer than expected, and I need to find somewhere else to put my mouse because I just set down my, water where I had it. That should be fine. Let me just make sure that I have not adjusted the distance between me and the, mic too much. Hold on, I may need to adjust real quick. You might hear a bit of sound as I try to adjust my couch just a tiny. Gosh, my couch is lean back real far. Hold on. I think that's fine. I don't know. It's probably the best I'm gonna get. Okay, let me scoot this down. Is that Kate? Oh yeah, she must have started following me again whenever I fast traveled to deal with Murkwater and County Crossing. That's not actually reaching across. Can I... No, I wouldn't be able to grab that. I mean, I guess I can do this. Actually, hold on. Let me save real quick before I do that. There's way too many conduit pieces to be moving without saving first. Oops. Fell through. Ah. I have been completely and utterly defeated by this one hole in the floor. I believe that fixed the issue. Yep, okay. Okay, that gap's gonna... Oh gosh, there's so many gaps in this one.
Dark out. Maybe we should find a place to bed down for the night.
Definitely gonna need to put another one in there. Hold on, I'm gonna save real quick. I don't want to... Now that I've gotten that in place, I don't want to have to do that again. Of course, I have no idea what the spacing on my fireplace is right now. Oh, man. No idea how long I'm going to be able to do this stream for because I kind of woke up from a nap to do this. Didn't properly get as much sleep as I would have liked. Been tired quick here. Okay, that one... Well, hold on a second. I think this conduit's just completely useless. Let's try to use it to patch up the hole a little bit more. Okay, I need to move this that way, I think. Well, I didn't entirely fill up that gap right there, but it's better than it was, I think. Yeah, I'm starting to feel really tired. I think I'm going to just finish patching this hole and then I'm going to end stream. It's much shorter than I would like to be streaming. But I don't think I can do this for much longer. I think most of the people that stop by are asleep currently anyways, so, you know, it's fine. We'll just have to get an earlier start on it tomorrow. Or, you know, whenever I do actually manage to stream next time. I think I'm starting to stick these a little too close to each other. I need to make sure I'm not doing that because it's going to take a lot longer. I'd rather have some gaps than it take an extra several hours of placing these things so close to each other that they don't really add much coverage. Yeah, that one's got a lot more gaps in it. This one over here just have a couple fairly large ones. Let's see how it looks from inside. Yeah, it's still looking a lot better than it was. And those conduits really blend in whenever it's nighttime. I'm actually kind of curious to see how this other one looks. Yeah, I don't think you can even tell that there's conduits there. You can see two small gaps. That would appear to be it. I don't think this provisioner ever... Hold on. I don't think this provisioner is ever going to find their way off of that route. I feel like they're there every time I build here. I'm not actually sure if that conduit is doing anything for me, but just gonna assume that it is and move on to the next one. I guess I need to move this campfire a little bit. It's kind of not working for me. Did I not lower this down enough? Is that what the issue is? I know I already said something about that, and I think I just... Yeah, no, that was it. I think, I'm actually gonna just end stream here. I only have a few more of these to place, and I can just do those, I guess, as a sort of warm-up next stream. Well, there's not really much to say at the outro here. Wasn't really anybody here for this stream, but anybody that watches it later, if anybody watches it later, hope you enjoyed it.